Well, good morning or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watchman is here with your latest update on the tropics. We got quite a bit that we need to talk about. I first just want to look at, I don't even know I have tropical tidbits up because it's not even what I meant to bring up. Just sort of talk about the tropics, see what we're looking at with La Nina and the ENSO right now, the El Nino, the Southern Oscillation. So we have an idea of just sort of what we have to look at right now. Looks like we were kind of like leveling off with the SOI right now. But we're still pretty high with the 30-day average being at over 20 with our daily contribution, I think, reaching as high as over 27, 30, something like that. It was extremely high, but it kept going up. And it's still, staying at where it's at right now. It's still pretty high up there at over 20 up there. So it's really high still with La Nina. La Nina is very, very prominent right now. Very, very obvious. Very, very clear that we have a La Nina going on right here. Cooler sea surface temperatures are going to lead to sinking motion in the East Pacific. There's going to be more dense air, which is going to be sinking over the East Pacific and over the North Atlantic. The air is going to be less dense, therefore it's going to rise, allowing for convection to occur. And that's where we're going to get more thunderstorm activity. I did notice Mark Sudduth was talking about almost a hook shape right here, indicating that almost some of the times that we've had busy seasons, very strong La Nina, and warm sea surface temperatures there off the Iberian Peninsula. So we're watching that. Gulf of Mexico is above average. Caribbean is at near or slightly above average. So right now the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean, and the North Atlantic is running near above at or slightly above average right now. Regions in the Western Atlantic right now, Central and Western Atlantic near Bermuda and farther west, are running at near or slightly below average. And where we have that tight temperature gradient there along the jet stream, we have extremely warm or extremely cold sea surface temperature anomaly, which is very, very interesting to see. Very, very tight temperature gradient. With our Gulf of Mexico sea surface temperatures, I did want to talk about this. Sea surface temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico are warming up nicely. As you can clearly see, we have 26 and 27 degrees centigrade right now. We're going to be seeing 28 and 29 and probably even 30 degrees centigrade once we get into June or later June, July, and even August. These temperatures are only going to get warmer quicker. I do expect to see that going throughout the year. Right through here, we do have 26 and 27 degrees centigrade right in through here. That kind of shows that the temperatures are warming up very, very nicely. I do expect to see much warmer sea surface temperatures going on, probably getting close to 88, 89, nearly 90 degrees Fahrenheit once we get into the heat of the 2022 North Atlantic hurricane season. That's talking August, September, roughly that time period. And I do expect to see very, very hot temperatures, very, very, very warm. That would not surprise me at all. Seeing with all we got, I do want to just take a look. In terms of satellite, really, not a whole lot is really going on across the North Atlantic. We do have some dry air in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. As you can see here, we do have some dry air over Central America. This is going to be the region where, if we do get any tropical activity, we'll see the, I think it's is it the CAG, the Central American Gyre, a region of where we just have a lot of thunderstorms rotating in this general region right here. If we do begin, and we do in fact see that, I'm going to closely monitor that, and that's where we could have some activity developed in the North Atlantic, or I should say in the Western Caribbean. That's kind of where we see any kind of activity develop in May into June. That's where we'll see any kind of activity. You have some convection going on down here. Nice to see that. Very, very interesting. Lots of rising motion over the South America and I almost want to say Southwest Atlantic there. We do have some convection there. You can kind of see upper level winds cutting across the Caribbean, across South America and the Caribbean. It's kind of hard to see where the countries are at. Across the Caribbean, South America, upper level winds up through here. So, we are looking and watching that. I was going to pull up WSV3 so we could kind of look at the a little bit better with the satellite. And then I'm going to go over to severe weather. This is gonna work for me. Please work. Please work. I need to actually turn it off first. As upper, this is gonna be mid. This is gonna be lower levels of the atmosphere. If we take a look at the lower levels of the atmosphere, you can certainly see here. You can currently see this is the upper level winds I'm watching right through here, cutting across South America through the Caribbean islands and through the Eastern Caribbean Sea, and moving off to the east. I do want to take a look at the upper level. Upper level. That kind of shows us where the dry air is kind of situated and what we're looking at right through there. It's been kind of glitchy, so hopefully it's not too glitchy today. So clearly, you can clearly see here through South America. I need to turn on the borders for the other countries, not just for the United States. It's been incredibly glitchy, and I really don't know why. Let's hope it doesn't look too bad today. But you can clearly see upper level winds moving across South America into the Caribbean islands and through the Caribbean Sea. This is horribly glitchy, and I have no idea why. It's been like glitchy for a while. I'm like glitchy all morning. I'm trying to figure out how to get it to stop. Oh, probably because I have a million different things on. Oh, what the freak is going on here? Oh, of course. My satellite imagery just gotta not work right now. Wonderful. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna actually turn all of this stuff off. And then I'm gonna turn off NextRide Pro. And then, oh no. I wish I could just get that stuff to just stop working. Just like stop. Alright. You know, it's so fucking frustrating sometimes. Oh, nothing I can do about it. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna put this on pause right there. Wonderful. And then I'm gonna there we go. Wonderful, basic. And then I want to just do this. Maybe this will just work. And then go 16. I just do traditional infrared satellite. Maybe that'll work. I don't even know anymore. So this upper level low is what I was watching earlier. Let's see if this is going to work normally. Oh my, it's still all messed up. It's all glitchy. Can't figure out why it is glitchy. How about lower? Nope. It's been really messed up all day today. Clearly something going on with the satellites up in space or something. Something's going on either with my computer, WSV3, or the satellites. Shortwave's all messed up. That's messed up. They're all just sort of like a little messed up in one way or the other. So I'm going to go over here and just go to low levels. And just sort of talk a little bit about the severe weather. So clearly, you can clearly see we do have this upper level low here moving eastward, still producing some severe weather down here in Arkansas, northern Louisiana. We're seeing some severe weather moving into Mississippi. Something I'm definitely looking at and noticing for sure in that region. Another upper level low disturbance over the western part of the United States. just like stops and then it works again. This satellite is just like strange. Super freaking strange. See why it's not working normally. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn this off and then I'm going to put this on pause. And then I'm going to turn this on. And just look into the severe weather. Actually, no, you're right. I do need to look actually at the models. Oh my god. India, here we go. Actually shows it developing here in the next. So that's gonna be Thursday. That's the day I'm gonna be working. Friday, where is it at by next Monday? Oh Lord. Monday, as it's approaching either Monday or Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All the days I have the least amount of best time for me to do it, because there is trying to figure out when a best time for me to stream this would be. Talking about this almost at upper level low, this tropical system making its way towards India, because it's not looking particularly good, and in terms of a direct landfall, that's for sure. I only see a direct landfall in India there, as you can see. Definitely shows a strengthening system. Only good news is kind of falls apart prior to landfall. It didn't even maybe 990, 985 to 990 otherwise, I think, is what we might see something with that later on in the future there. I also really want to take a look at the Western Pacific. That's the region I want to closely monitor, because I do know that the West Pacific gets active very, very quickly, very, very rapidly. We can get thunderstorm development super quick. But so far, the next 384 hours, they're not showing really any kind of activity. Now, there was something I did want to look at. Western Atlantic, because thunderstorm activity, certainly a possibility. So you can kind of see maybe something there developing. Not 100% sure. It's extremely broad. Still seems more like an upper level low. Not really seeing any kind of tropical characteristics. It doesn't have a tight LLC, a tight area of low level circulation. It seems very, very broad, and still actually seems like a mid-level to an upper level low. Doesn't seem like the biggest threats. I think maybe some rain from this, but really there's not going to even be any heavy rain. I think it's just going to be a little bit of a rainmaker, and that's about it. I don't see any heavy rain. I mean, literally the heaviest rain is literally going to happen over to southern Missouri. Over Missouri and Arkansas and maybe Louisiana, and anything after that. Now, once it gets over the mountains of the Appalachian Mountains here, it might the mountains are going to try to squeeze out some of the moisture. There could be some flooding concerns as that upper level low moves in this region right here. That's what I think is going to happen. But you can really see it's really a large, broad area of low pressure. Nothing incredibly, nothing super crazy at all. Is the European model down there? Curious to see what the icon is showing. I don't think the icon, actually the icon might Does look like it tries to show some kind of an area of low pressure, almost like some kind of a boundary trying to develop right through here. And I see the upper level troughing happening right here. Maybe some ridging and troughing, ridging, troughing, ridging, troughing through here. It just, I don't see this developing into an area of, it's definitely an area of low pressure, but certainly gonna watch that. I do want to take a look at the East Pacific. Y'all can see why I haven't even needed to say anything. Y'all can clearly see an area of low pressure trying to develop right there. So this is the icon, something I'm going to be closely monitoring here. Now this is 150 hours out of 180. I do want to take a look at the global forecasting system, the GFS. I want to take a look at all the models to get an idea of what are we looking at here. What are the possibilities that we could see an area of low pressure develop within the next 2 to 5 days? Now in the next 5 days, I don't think it's going to develop. Maybe in a few weeks. That's something if this trend continues and keeps up. This is 138 hours out. Let me go to 06Z and see what they were showing at this hour. No, they're not showing anything. The GFS really doesn't like to show anything. It's just like whatever. Which means that maybe it's not nothing to develop, but the fact that even a model is showing something means there's the possibility. The possibility is there. It's not super, This is the Canadian model. They don't do the best, but in the off chance that again, something does develop, I want to make sure I get it and I look at it and I have an idea if something's going to develop. Maybe some kind of a spin here, some kind of thunderstorm activity going on here. Now this is over 240 hours out. Maybe the isobars really aren't wrapping around it. Right here. Maybe something here. This is an area of high pressure pushing down, so maybe this is something, some kind of pressure gradient trying to develop around this area of low pressure. Very, very difficult to actually take a look. Having an idea of what we're looking at here. This is going to be a very, very interesting system if it does develop, but really the models really aren't even picking up on it, so they're not really acknowledging that it's even going to form if it's something that could form. If it's not EW, not really doing much of anything. The Joint Typhoon Warning Center. So right now they're not showing any areas of development. Not much going on at all. Kind of see upper level winds going across Thailand, southern China, Taiwan, maybe clipping the southern bits of Japan right here. Strong upper level winds over here. Y'all can clearly see. Not really a lot going on, to be honest. Right now what we're looking at and what we're seeing here, generally there's not a lot going on. But to be for sure here, we're going to be keeping a close eye on it. The system, looking at the one in the Indian Ocean is the one I'm mainly going to keep my eye on and get a good focus on, just because I want to make sure I get a good idea of what's going to happen. I do want to take a look at the convective outlooks. Now today, there's a slight chance of thunderstorms over, I want to say that's Ohio region. Here's Kentucky down here. God, I want to say this is Indiana right here. Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, New York, Virginia. No, this is Virginia. This is West Virginia. This is Maryland. This is Maryland because Washington D.C. is in Maryland, I think. This is Maryland. So yeah, it's like actually in quite a bit of states. Mesoscale discussions aren't any. That's day 1. I do want to take a look at day 2. So day 2, we do have this is more of an enhanced risk over North Texas, the Panhandle, and Oklahoma. Nothing super duper crazy. Day 3, that moves eastward. Houston gets close. We do become almost in the slight. Let me take a look. Bits of northern Harris County are in the slight, so severe thunderstorms are out of the question for Houston, that's for sure. For northern Harris County, I should say. Houston's not really in it. And then we do have an enhanced risk over Texas, northeast Texas, northern Louisiana, most of the entire state of Arkansas, western Mississippi, western Tennessee, southern Missouri, I should say, extreme southwest, like extreme. It's not even actually in the state. I thought it was. And extreme western Kentucky, like extreme western Kentucky. It's extreme as you can pretty much get. I thought for a second, oh, it's in southern Illinois. It's not. And then day 4, take a look. There isn't anything. Day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8. Day 8, oh Jesus, jeez. Day 6, day 4, day 3. Wow, that's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to be watching this region right here for sure. Now, day 2, that's going to be pretty interesting. There's a tornado. Probability of hail, 30% chance in this region. Very, very, very interesting to see. Tornado. It's a hatch region, significant tornado. For wind, again, it's in this entire area. Now, for just tornado, it's a very small region. Very, very curious to see how this plays out. It's going to be very, very interesting as we move throughout time. Very, 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 very curious to see kind of what we're going to be looking at here in the next several days. Now, today, I'm going to be mainly focusing on maybe actually down here, they're actually expecting some thunderstorms. Down here, I didn't even notice that. That's, God, is that marginal slight right there? Enhanced is orange, I believe. Yeah, that's slight. So we do have some slight thunderstorm activity down there in extreme southwest Texas. Southwest Texas, I guess. Maybe some thunderstorms in Texas today. Possibly Palestine, northern Harris County, Conroe, Huntsville, Navasota, Livingston, Madisonville, Bryan, College Station, Rockdale, Cameron. They're probably not going to get anything. Mainly the areas that are in the marginal and the slight risk need to watch out for thunderstorms. I do want to take a look at the modeling, so you have an idea. Oh, what are we going to be looking at here? I'm actually kind of curious what they're showing in terms of temperature. Okay, first of all, kind of want to know why this is looking like this. I don't like the way this looks. And I don't know how to edit this entire thing. I'll just go over here to Houston area. So do know Houston, it's gonna get hot in Houston. But I don't like the way this looks. That's not gonna go. I'm gonna go to surface. Kind of a cold front, but I think it's gonna fall apart before it gets here. So you can certainly see that is a cold front trying to make its way down further south. But you can clearly see down along the southern portions of the United States, we're seeing hot temperatures already, almost 90 degrees there in the panhandle of Florida, 88, 86. It's going to get extremely hot, and I don't want to say extremely hot, but here in the next several days, here in southeast Texas, we're expected to get close to 100 degrees. 99 degrees will be our high. This isn't Fahrenheit, but long as you can see across the southern portions of Texas, pretty hot down there, 75, 75, 80, 85, 90 is what we're going to probably reach today, 90, 91 or so degrees here in portions of southeast Texas. You can see that cold front is trying to make its way south, but I think it's going to fall apart by the time it gets as far as all the way down here. It's going to kind of keep the temperatures at bay so they just won't just go ballistic and go through the roof, and kind of keep them at around 90, 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Talk about a cold front, right? 90 degrees Fahrenheit. But once this cold front pushes through, that's when the temperature is going to go ballistic, and we're going to see mid-upper 90s, probably even with what they're going through and with how the temperatures keep rising and the forecast keeps showing hotter and hotter. We may even reach 100 degrees in Texas before June, in southeast Texas before June, which really wouldn't surprise me because it's been a crazy year so far. So that's something that's certainly a possibility. Right now, this is where we're looking at in terms of current air temperature. Is that a tornado warning? Holy shit! Just not noticed that. Oh no, it's not. I was like, is that a superset? So now we're just going to take a look at the severe weather that we have right now. No, oh, no, come on. If it would flip and load, I'm going to go to, while that's loading, I don't know where it's at. Now, why isn't this loading? That's what I want to know. Why on earth is this not working? Oh, that's why. It felt like too much. I was just like, there's too much going on. frozen. It just froze on me like nothing. God, life sucks. I gotta be honest, life sucks sometimes. But while we're waiting for that, I will say, I do think things are gonna get very interesting here. For the hurricane season, I think it's gonna be above average, for sure, without a doubt. It's not working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close it off. Because sometimes it just, you know how it is. It just doesn't work all the time like the way I want it to. My subscription expires on May 7th. Whoa. Oh my god, relax, bro. Okay, come on. So right now down here, this is what we're looking at. We do have some cells going on. There's like too much going on down here. Let's just do this. There we go. So this is a special weather segment down here. God, this is in southeast Texas, or no, this is just East Texas. East Texas in Newton, Jasper, Kirbyville, Maryville. This is near Hornbeck. To the west, more to the southwest of Leesville and Simpson. You can clearly see some possible hail moving in this general direction. You can see here, 4:24 p.m. for that. This is continuing to move east. I don't know why I have this one all the way out there. I need to have it. No, don't freeze on me. Okay, there we go. It's freezing on me. I don't know why. Really? Why are you doing this to me? Expires May 7th, 2022. I will admit, life can be really frustrating when it comes to technology. Why does it look like there's stars behind the United States? Stars and stripes. Work. There we go. Beautiful. Next Rad Pro. Radar control. Beautiful. Where's my this is where we're at. There are a few thunderstorms to the north and to a few showers, I should say, to the north and to the east of Houston, as you can see there. In Liberty, near Cleveland, there's some showers going on down there. Actually, in southeast Texas, in Houston, we do have, South Houston, near Brookside Village, we got a shower. It's one shower in like the entire city. That's about it. And we need it bad. It is hot. It's been hot. It's been dangerous here. But, what is this? As you can see, the storm is going to continue to make its way in this general direction. Possibly a small hail core developing right down here. As you can see, there's some trying to figure out how to. And this box that I'm showing there are, give or take, about 32 strikes in this one thunderstorm right here. Now down here in Marysville, to the west of Marysville, go away. Bro, what the freak? There we go. Now down here in Marysville, if I so do recall, I do believe down here, this could be a small hail core. This could also be a small hail core. Small hail core. I can see that, I think. 28 strikes, so this thunderstorm is very electrified. Now this is in, I should probably do it to 15 minutes instead of just 5 minutes. So this is how many lightning strikes we've had in just the 5 minutes. Where's it going now? Oh no, it's still there. So this is how many lightning strikes we've had in just 5 minutes. Okay? 5 minutes alone, we have had 28 lightning strikes in this thunderstorm. I'm going to actually do it to 15, because 5 isn't actually, they always do it by 15. Alright. Oh my god, what? Bro, where's it gone to now? Oh my god, it's so stupid. Oh, there it is. No, it's still there. So in just the past 15 minutes, as you can see, we've had over 78 lightning strikes in this one cell alone. And again, I do see this region of thunderstorms right here. Right here. That could be a small hail core trying to develop as this storm is continuing to intensify. I do want to bring up the cell where this is headed to the north and to the east. In just 46 minutes. Now this isn't moving too fast, which is... No, how fast is it moving? Just so I know. Oh, okay. No, it's moving alright. It's moving at about 22 miles an hour to the northeast. So right now, this will be headed... so roughly by the time it gets to Maryville, it will be there in 45 minutes. Hail core has weakened a little bit. I am noticing that, which is very, very good. This is a region. This is a region. And the heaviest of the thunderstorms, we are seeing some of the most lightning right in the core right here. Something I am noticing, which is very, very interesting to see. Again, that core right here could have some small hail. There we go, half an inch of hail now is what they're expecting. So, as of right now, the storm does in fact have some hail with it. Very, very small. The hail isn't going to be super big. It's going to be half an inch in diameter, roughly. And again, as you can see, about 74 lightning strikes here in this cell alone in about the past 15 minutes alone. So, this isn't bringing a huge amount of severe weather. But hail alone, you know, is simply just isn't the best thing in the world. 71 lightning strikes for the past 15 minutes. It goes up and down, lightning strikes, and yeah. is 43 seconds ago, 5 minutes ago, 3 minutes. Oh, must be loading. Why it looks like that, I have no idea. The storm is really beginning to expand more south. I have to zoom out a little bit to get this entire cell in there. About 66 lightning strikes in this entire thunderstorm right here, roughly. Again, it does have hail with it. And again, it is moving in this general direction. I do want to take a look at the hail right now so we have an idea of how much hail and in terms of what the hail size actually is. In terms, let's see, estimated hail size. So there is hail with this cell. Again, we are seeing almost 3/4 of an inch of hail size. 3/4.6 inches. That's right through here, 3/4 of an inch. Quarter of an inch. So that's what we're seeing right now with this hail. This is mainly where the core of the system is at. I do want to take a look and see what we're seeing with base velocity. Not seeing any kind of, over here they're seeing stronger winds. I'm not seeing any kind of signs of rotation. I'm going to go back to the velocity. Generally where we see the more intense rain is usually where we might see a hail core try to develop. So if anything, the hail core might be in this region, and that's roughly where we're seeing that hail actually develop. The heavier that rain is, why does it, oh, Control F. The stronger that hail is going to be. Again, we're at about 50 lightning strikes in the past 15 minutes, so that does give me a sign that this cell might actually start weakening. That means that updraft is starting to weaken a little bit. And when that updraft weakens, we can't get as big of hail, which means that this right here, that I don't know why I'm using a pen, but this signature right here shows that there's hail. That green triangle that is filled in shows that there is hail of at least 1/2 inch in diameter. I think the triangles that are not filled in, they're just a green triangle, they're just open. They're 1/2 inch or less. This is a minimum, at least 1/2 inch of diameter, up to 1 inch, and an inch or greater is going to have an actual number. So I'm certainly seeing maybe actually 52 strikes. We are seeing some intensity. Looks like some of that rain is beginning to strengthen. There's heavier rain in this area. A little bit of heavier rain. A little bit could show signs that we could see heavier rain. Or not heavy rain. Bigger hail, I should say. But not a whole lot of lightning. Hail, you need updrafts, so you do with lightning. The amount of lightning we're seeing in this isn't huge. It's actually gone down significantly. This was a minute ago. This was 4 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. 6.5 minutes ago. 7 minutes ago. 4 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago. So some of these lightning strikes are rather older. A minute ago. So these aren't. So again, if we look in this entire system right here, mainly where you're going to see the heaviest of the rain is right here. And this is where I think we're having that hail core actually exist. Show y'all what I'm talking about. I'm going to go back and show y'all that core. And that is where it's at. Oh, it's actually weakened a little bit, as y'all can see. I want to go back and click on probe. just want to take a look. Half an inch at least. The hail does look like it is weakened a little bit here. So this right here is probably going to weaken off a little bit more. Still staying pretty strong there. Why does this... So stupid. This is what we're looking at right here. We'll zoom out and take a look at the entire system as a whole. This is what we're looking at right here. Excuse me. This is that system that we're looking at. Nothing super big. This is right in here. There might be some hail trying to develop up here, where the updraft in this part of the system might be strengthening here. That's something we're seeing. New lightning in this area. Some of the lightning is kind of old. Very old, significantly old. Very old. But right here is where we're watching the hail trying to strengthen. This again is in East Texas, moving into Louisiana. We have some cells up in this region, but we're mainly focused on this cluster of thunderstorms, which isn't again super duper crazy, but it could possibly be strengthening a little bit. Now the amount of lightning has come down quite a bit, which is in fact good. Adjust the bottom sliders. What do they need to be adjusted to? Looks fine to me. The bottom sliders are fine. This is cool. But this allows you to move left to right. But again, I do want to continue to talk about this system, and more particularly this cell, as I think it is trying to intensify a tiny bit. But right now it is mainly staying stable as the cell that it was earlier. Telling me like this is just the first one. I don't know why the first one is different. And it is crazy. You can like rotate everything. See, that is kind of crazy. You can like rotate stuff and put it in motion. It's freaking crazy, dude. I gotta be honest. Seeing it look like that looks weird. It's freaky looking. Now that is pretty cool. I gotta be honest. That is. Oh shit. Ah. It did actually have hail once. It's crazy to see that like that. It's crazy to see that, you know? You think about it, it's just like you can see all of the lightning and everything. I don't know, it's kind of weird and strange. In a way, if you know what I mean. That's looking from the other direction. I don't like. So weird. What the fuck? I'm looking from the north-south. I like looking from the south-north. Oh my god. Bro, stop. Kind of like that. No, that's like from the north south. Right? But yeah, again, that storm is going to continue to move, make its way farther east. And what do you want? Went out? Oh, there you go. Oh, you'll be fine. Here you go. So, what I'm mainly worried about, there's a lot of lightning, as y'all can clearly see. Stay in there. Y'all can see, there's a lightning thing up there. Yeah, I can clearly see. You know, 60. It went up to almost it went over to 100, but it did seem like it's coming down quite a bit. To the left. It's kind of tripping me out. It's kind of strange. It's freaking me out a little bit, to be honest. I'm gonna put this on pause. Put this. And yeah, this is mainly the cell that we're looking at, and the cell that we're talking about mainly right here. There's some weakening and some strengthening, and just kind of going all over the place. I'm mainly concerned and mainly worried about the flooding risk. I actually want to do something right quick because I want to see in terms of what we're going to be seeing with I don't know, if the hail gets bigger, continues getting bigger, if we reach an inch to an inch and a half or even 2 inches, that's going to be bad. I don't even see any hail up here now. I mean, we just got heavy rain and no hail. I mean, that's a good thing, don't get me wrong, I'm glad. At the same time, it doesn't really make any sense. Which again is fine. Here we go. Cause this is hard to. It'd be right in this region, right northeast of Maryville. But there's no hail. There's no hail signature at all. Automatically on. There we go. Because this right here has intensified and gotten much stronger. And we got DBZ to rain rate. Gosh dang. So DBZ stands for decibel relative to Z. It is a logarithmic. So at 60 dBz is about, I think they were saying 8 inches an hour. So they're getting 8 inches an hour, 55. So anything above 50 dBz is relatively heavy rain. So pretty much all this right in here, moderate. This right here we all know is going to be heavy rain. So this over here, moderately to probably heavy rain. Which is interesting. I'm just trying to see, is there going to, because if anything, the hail core is going to be right in this area right here. Right here, and that's where we're also seeing a decent amount of lightning. Crap, I didn't mean to do this. I need to put this back on interact. There we go, back to this. Okay. So the storm is intensifying a little bit. We're up to 60 lightning strikes in this thunderstorm alone. And this is moving well into Louisiana now. East of Louisiana, where the core of the storm is now into Maryville, Louisiana. And I think as the storm continues to make its way east, it might weaken a little bit, might strengthen, depends on the atmospheric conditions. Is the atmosphere unstable? But I think generally it's going to generally weaken and fizzle out. It was this storm alone, this entire front of boundary was really intense. This a few like 20 hours ago. When I was up there in Oklahoma, it was bad, but now this thing is just to the east of Texas. Obviously, Louisiana. But again, this right down here, heaviest rain is going to be down here. Again, we do have some cells, some lightning trying to develop down there. Again, nothing super crazy right now. If you have any other comments, questions, or concerns, you can email me at hurricanewatchteam@gmail.com, or you can direct message me on Discord at AriaWhiteSoul. I already forgot my number. It's in the description. So, I think I'm gonna end this stream off here. So there's a really cool thing on this side that this is like a weather in Russia. That's crazy. Alaska. United States. See, what I don't like is there's no country boundary, there's no country borders. You know, that's something I kind of wish we had. There's Greece down here. South Africa. And the South Pole. Oceania. Basically the Australian region. Play viewpoints. Oh wait, hold up. I don't know, I really don't feel like looking at all this stuff right now. Contour layer. Oh, borders. Now my question is, hold up. Trying to figure out why the borders don't actually work. There's no freaking country borders. Doesn't make any sense. Contour layer, borders. I'm gonna end the stream here, so I'm not like doing just dumb stuff. I'm gonna figure this stuff out on my own. Figure out how to get the country borders working, so we can kind of differentiate between all the different countries when hurricane season comes around. So I'm not like, okay, now which one's Nicaragua and Honduras? Isn't like Belize? Is this Belize or Nicaragua, Honduras, Costa Rica, Panama, South Africa, Colombia, Venezuela? You know, so I can kind of differentiate between all these different countries. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your oh my god, have a wonderful rest of your afternoon and morning, and I'll talk to you guys